don't, again, go to MOTEP for an organ. It's support and so forth and education. So my doctor has to tell me this. I have to be put on a list. Like, what's that process so that people understand when you need this, the seriousness of doing what the doctor is telling you? Because, like you're saying, you can get bumped down. So if you have a medical condition, um, and the doctors are telling you you need to attend to those, then what's that process like? What do you all play any role while I'm waiting where I can be in communication? What am I doing as a hopeful recipient?
Cleveland MOTEP wouldn't play any role, but University Hospital Transplant Center would play a role. You have to stay as healthy as possible while you're on that waiting list. We also have another board member who is a kidney recipient. And one of the cool things that we had last month, which was National Minority Donor Awareness Month, is that she was able to actually talk to a group of people at Alcazar Apartments during that month and talk to the audience there and just told them basically that, you're waiting for this kidney, but also while you're waiting for this kidney, you have to stay as healthy as possible. This is not the time for you to be eating junk food, drinking all this, drinking a lot of alcohol, not exercising. You're gonna be given the gift of life. So you have to be able to receive. You're going to receive a gift. So you have to be as healthy as possible, and they're going to be checking you on a regular basis, just like you have your regular annual physicals. You're going to be having those physicals on a regular basis, and if they see you like gaining like 50 pounds during this time, why would they actually think to themselves that they're going to actually try and give you a kidney while you're not trying to be physically as healthy as possible? So while you're waiting, be as physically fit as possible, eat as healthy as possible, and just be waiting for that wonderful kidney, and that's going to be giving you the gift of life.
Okay, now let's do this. Talk about what your background and experience is for doing this kind of work. Because again, we go to the doctor a lot, and like you said, people hear different things, and the people that you're listening to or getting information from, what's their knowledge base? Where are they getting their information from? So that's one thing I always like the guests on Black Anthropy to talk about is, what is your experience to be giving this information and kind of look to as a go-to person or an expert?
That's a great question, because I know I'm not going to a doctor that's a veterinarian that's going to be taking care of me.
Right.
So I actually went to school. I got my bachelor's in biology, and my hope and dream was to actually become a pediatrician. And I thought to myself, oh my goodness, how many more years of college I'm going to have to go through to become a pediatrician and everything. And then my mother suffered her stroke and everything, and I was trying to make a decision, and I thought to myself, oh no, I'm going to have to do something where I'm going to have to really be able to touch my community in a different way than being a doctor, than medicine. And I made a decision. I looked into some majors at Cleveland State University, and I looked at the description of community health education, and it touched me. It was like all of the different the actual different classes was just like, learn how to develop a program for different communities and do all of this and everything. And I was like, this is for me. And so I got my master's in community health education from Cleveland State University and everything. And I've been running towards becoming executive director ever since I got that. And when I saw the actual opening at for this position, I was just like so excited. But I have a back history with Cleveland MOTEP. When I was actually still getting my master's in community health education at Cleveland State University, I actually interned at Cleveland MOTEP under another executive director. So I knew what the mission and the vision was and everything, and I did my practicum there and everything. So I was really excited to actually have the opportunity to work for Cleveland MOTEP.